Hey everybody, welcome to today's review video. Today we are going to be taking a look at both Wave 1 and Wave 2 of the Fnaf Jazwares plushies, as well as a couple of the mini plushes that I got over time. But yeah, I cannot wait to review these guys all together. On how we're going to be reviewing this, we're going to be reviewing Wave 1, then the mini plushes, and then we'll be going on to the newest wave, Wave 2. Without further ado, let's take a look at Wave 1 of the Fnaf Jazwares plushies. First plush we're going to be taking a look at is the Freddy plush. I will say, he is definitely a lot more cuter and squishy. But when I first saw the prototype versions of all of the characters, I was unsure if I was going to like these until I saw them at my local GameStop and decided, why not buy them?
Hey, quick editor note. I don't know what the heck I was talking about. I was just only judging them because of Bonnie's big forehead. But they all look the same from both prototype form and the official release form.
Honestly, this Freddy is cute. I love the flat eyes, even though we're used to the round ones from another company that I would not mention. But we don't need to talk about that. We'll just focus on this plush. Bow tie and the hat have like some type of shiny material, which I'm not sure what it would be called, but it looks really nice on him. Plush is very squishable.
Help me!
The tag, it just has Freddy on it with Five Nights at Freddy's, and very cute and squishable. And he's got all of the plushes have little beads at the bottoms so that it can like sit still and stuff. I don't know, but this plush is very accurate to its game counterpart. If we take a look at Scott's version of it, it looks almost identical, and only thing that is missing is just the puffy eyes. But other than that, it looks very accurate to the game model. And taking a look, we have the Five Nights at Freddy's, copyright 2025, Scott Cawthon. And if you're wondering how much this plush costs, they all cost $14.99. Only stores you could have found these at was over in Walmart, GameStop, Target, and Hot Topic and Boxlunch, as well as other places like Books A Million, I believe. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting these over either at Walmart or GameStop, or maybe Books A Million. I haven't been there and seen these yet, since I don't think there is one in Washington. But yeah, very cute plush. Definitely recommend getting them at stores like Walmart and GameStop, since the other stores are either like $22 or for some reason like $30. I don't know. As well as the embroidery on the eyes looks amazing, as well as the little dots on his snout, and his nose is very plush material. Yeah, very lovable plush. And now let's get to Bonnie. And now we have Bonnie the Bunny, and same price as the other ones. While Bonnie uses a different type of material for the bow tie than Freddy, which is very interesting. It's like, it kind of feels like a scratchy material, but it's not like where I feel uncomfortable like the Glamrock plushies. But honestly, this plush is very cute, and not sure if I mentioned it on Freddy, but they are very chunky. Not trying to body shame them or anything, it's just like fun to like notice and stuff, because the other plushes, they're either like big in size or just small, but these ones are like small but chunky. Beads at the bottom again, and ears. One of the ears is like stitched on from the line right here to make the ears go down, which I really like. Pretty nice. And no like just a plush nose, no like hard one. The eyes are pink, and then Freddy's were blue. And I forgot to mention, these eyes on all of the plushes, by the way, except for the Marionette, they all glow in the dark. I'll show them all together later on in the video with the lights off and their eyes shining and stuff. Again, very squishable, and definitely one of my best friend's favorites, and I can see why. But same thing on the tag, Five Nights at Freddy's, which you can also see classic Bonnie as well as the Jazwares logo. That's all I gotta say about Bonnie. Definitely a good plush, but he's very chunky. But yeah, let's take a look now at the Chica plush. Alright, now we got Chica the chicken, and we finally got a company who's got the Chica plush right. Because if you know from previously, I'm just gonna say the name, screw it, Funko decided to make the plush so angry looking, and apparently they were inspired by like the Sanchi plushies, and like I have nostalgia for that plush, but oh my god, dude, this plush is amazing and definitely worth the price for it. Cause nothing out of all of the plushes that we have here, none of them have printing on except for Chica, but that's because of the bib. And another reason why this plush is worth to get is that it comes with an actual cupcake plush. And the way that Funko tried to do it for theirs with like Liberty Chica, for example, was just a flat like printed thing that's sewn on. And honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna bring it. Okay, like how are you gonna tell me these two are almost the same price while their cupcake is 2D and this cupcake is the actual like is an actual plush? Like how? This plush is very adorable, and I love the way the cupcake looks as well as the little candle it has. And the base of the cupcake has like some type of material that like makes it a little bit like bumpy, or like some type of dog toy. I kind of like it on it. It looks good on him. Chica actually has her beak and stuff, and oh my god, it's like actually sewn on right here so you could see like where the beak starts and ends. That is amazing. And then we got some yellow eyes on the cupcake and some purple eyes, and they did not mess up on her eyebrows and her tuft of hair. Dude, this plush is amazing and I love it so much. The Let's Eat part looks pretty good actually, and I love the detail that they added on. That they added the end part of the, what is it called? The bib at the back of her head, which they didn't have to do, but yet they still continue to do it. And taking a look at the tag again, classic Chica, and same price, beats at the bottom. Definitely worth getting, since you're pretty much paying the same price but with an added like mini plush. Other companies would just up the price of it, but holy shoot, this plush is amazing. But that is all I have to say about the Chica plush. Now let's head to the Foxy plush. Alright, we got Foxy here, and okay, all I gotta say about this is that this might be the weakest plush, but that doesn't mean that I don't love it. Like, it's missing a lot of the details that an actual Foxy character would look like, but honestly, it's supposed to represent the actual plush model from the game, and it's very accurate. One little detail that I love is that they added his gold tooth, and it's like very shiny, which I love. And then they added his silver tooth over here. I will say it is very small to notice, so it just looks like he only has a snout. Very adorable to be a plush. Eyebrows have some embroidery. The eye patch is like sewn on instead of being a separate piece. Yellow eyes as well as the ears, and the little tuft of fur, which I'm hoping like it doesn't spread apart, kind of like the Funko ones, but it's most likely going to happen throughout time or something. I don't know. His little tuft of hair on his face, and then not really much on the back, just a little bit plain. Beads at the bottom and $14.99, and classic Foxy, as well as the nose being soft instead of like some type of plastic. But yeah, definitely a good plush. One of the weaker ones out of the set, but like I said, that doesn't mean that I don't love it. I still enjoy it very much. But that's all I gotta say about Foxy. So now let's head on to the final plush of Wave 1, the Marionette. And now the final common plush of the wave, the Marionette. Now I will say this is definitely better than the Funko one, but it's just something about the face a little bit that's like off. For starters, the eyes are like way too small and maybe could have been a little bit more bigger. And I'm not sure about the mouth because I think it's supposed to be like a little, no. You know what? Now that I'm seeing like the Funko figure and stuff, I'm guessing that it's supposed to be like that, so it's fine. And the face is like a little bit chubby, which is supposed to be like kind of the style for the plushes, but it just kind of looks off, and I kind of got like used to the Funko one a lot. But it doesn't look too bad entirely. I love the sewn-on button or the embroidered buttons, as well as the black and white stripes on the plush on both the arms and the legs, as well as the embroidery on the makeup part for the lipsticks and the red rosy cheeks and the purple teardrop, as well as the puppet. Or no, it's called the Marionette. Wow. I mean where am I reading that from?
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
It says the puppet instead of the Marionette, which, interesting. As well as the same price as the other ones. But honestly, this plush is actually pretty good. It has some flaws to it, but pretty good for what it is, as well as some beads. And yeah, just your stylized puppet plush to add to your puppet collection or something. I don't know. Now, if you're wondering why I said that, like, the last of the common part of the wave, it's because I already reviewed the Night Marion plush, which I'll bring out real quick. So I brought the Night Marion plush that I also have that came from Wave 1. It was a Hot Topic exclusive and Boxlunch exclusive. I already did a review video on it with the GameStop exclusive Golden Freddy plush. If you guys want to go check out that review video, it'll be down in the link of the description. But yeah, pretty much identical, but I like this better than the Marionette, and just gonna show it off once again. Night Marion, and no exclusive like on this, surprisingly, in $22.90, which kind of absurd, but it can be worse, like Halloween Horror Nights for Universal selling it for $30. But definitely a good plush for the set, to be honest. Yo, I think the puppet's trying to tell me something. Whoa. Why are the lights flickering? Whoa. That was pretty weird. Anyways, let's get back. Whoa! Yo, when did these guys show up? What the heck? So it seems like the puppet wanted to also bring out the mini plushes at the same time with them, so let's review them, I guess. Alright, so first we got the mini Freddy plush, and these do have like two different versions, both like the mini plush and the hanger plush. I'm deciding not to collect the hanger plush because it's just only one key detail that's missing from the mini plush, aka the hanger, and I'm not gonna get two of each ones. Same features as the normal Freddy plush, different type of texture on the bow tie and the hat. Ears embroidered, eyes embroidered with a little bit of a chip on each side. I don't know why. His little nose is all embroidered and his snout is small and cute. And then we got his little hands, which are sewn on, and then his little feet hanging off from the bottom. And these are all $7.99 over at GameStop and $9 for the blind box, since they're selling those now over in Hot Topic. But honestly, this is a very cute mini plush. So let's move on to Bonnie. And here we have the mini Bonnie plush. Same thing going on with both Freddy and the others with the same tag, but different barcode for the difference of the size and stuff. Bow tie is actually like with a good material that's like fluffy and stuff, and I kind of like it. Ears are are like that. I don't know. Same chipped part of the eye and pink eye, sewn on nose or embroidered nose. Embroidered or like something with the hand, as well as the little feet. And then nothing going on too much for the back of it or anything, but honestly, definitely a cute plush. I still prefer Freddy since he's Freddy. But yeah, let's take a look at Chica. And here we have Chica, and unfortunately she does not have her cupcake plush, which is kind of reasonable. And her bib this time is taking up the whole thing, and oh my god, okay, honestly, I did not notice that. I did not notice it was taking up the entire stomach area, which kind of surprised me now. But she is very cute looking, and her little beak and her bib, her feet, and nothing going on in the back. Classic Chica, $7.99. Next up, we have the Foxy plush, and I'm gonna say this again, one of the weaker ones for the plushes, but like I said, that doesn't mean that I don't love him. It's just one of my least favorite lovable ones. No nose is embroidered. You can actually see his teeth this time. Eye patch is just a weird oval like shaped patch. Eyebrows are embroidered. Eyes are yellow. Hands embroidered or just on the plush, and the feet alone. And $7.99, classic Foxy. Like I said, least favorite, but still love this guy. And now, getting to the last plush, which is one of the rare ones, is the mini Golden Freddy plush. Reason why I say that this is the more rare one is because, like, per case of them, you will have a lot of Chica, Bonnies, Freddys, and Foxys, but there is only one Golden Freddy per case. And I was actually lucky enough to get this one, or actually two of them, on separate like months. Got this one when it got first released, and then the other one was for a gift for a friend of mine, so yeah. But honestly, this plush is very cute and I love it very much. And this is the first Golden Freddy plush that we are getting for like the main line of the plushes, because instead of getting Golden Freddy, we just got the Marionette, which weird but cool. But same features as Freddy, embroidered hands or something like that, as well as his feet. Nose is embroidered, as well as the ears. Same material from the Freddy plush on the bow tie and hat. And here is the tag for Golden Freddy, and then from the tag, it's a little bit like rubbed off, unfortunately, but we got $7.99 for Golden Freddy. But yeah, pretty cute plush in my opinion. But now, let's take a look at all of Wave 1 together before we head down to the next wave. Here is all of Wave 1 and all of the mini plushes all together with the display box, which kind of had trouble getting during the time when they released, but I was finally able to obtain one, so yeah. Here are both the Puppet and Night Marion with all of the mini plushes of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. Display box, as well as all of the FNAF 1 characters of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Mr. Cupcake, and Foxy. I honestly love Wave 1, but now we are going to be taking a look at the newest wave of the toy animatronics. Alright everybody, here is the second wave of the Jazwares plushies, being the toy animatronics. Starting off, we have Toy Freddy here, and oh my god, he looks wonderful. There was some notable changes or noticeable changes from the prototype versions that were shown over in San Diego Comic-Con, I believe. Or was it New York Comic-Con? No, I'm not sure when it was. I think it might have been San Diego Comic-Con. But from the prototypes and these right here, they look amazing and very, very adorable. And I will say a lot more better than the first wave by far, since it's the toy animatronics. Some of these are rare to get because they used to be exclusives. But taking a look at Toy Freddy, he looks very, very adorable, and oh my god, they actually like made the red rosy cheeks from each character like actually pop out, which is amazing, and I love it very much, and I cannot just stop staring at these. And then we got Toy Freddy with his blue eyes and his ring around his face, his eyebrows. One thing I will say that is very adorable and small are his ears, and I feel like it's fitting for him, and it looks adorable on him. Wait, why is that actually a lot more cuter? What the heck? And then we got Toy Freddy's hat, which I believe this part is made with a different material than Freddy's because it feels different. And then we got his little red ribbon around his hat, and kind of well, it's a bit of a different material. It's either the same material but done differently or something, because now that I'm noticing it, it's a bit more different than Freddy's. Then we got his soft nose, as well as his embroidered dots and the line for his mouth so we can see where it's at. His bow tie is different now since it's like puffy instead of like the usual bow tie. Then we got his 2 dots on his stomach, and this is like a light brown, a little bit of orangish in my opinion. Like, it looks good on him. It's definitely better for him to be lighter than darker. Nothing has changed on the tag except for adding Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, and Balloon Boy. But it's the same price as Wave 1, which is pretty good. I don't know. But yeah, this has got to be one of my favorite plushes, but nothing compares to the next plush that we're about to be taking a look at. And now we will be taking a look at the Toy Bonnie plush, and oh my god, he looks adorable. Both Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie are equally as adorable. His little snout with his little line on his mouth, as well as his pointy little nose, which I love very much, as well as, yet again, the puffed out cheeks, as well as his green adorable eyes and the eyelashes, and once again, ears are stitched on to like bend forward. And then the bow tie this time is the same as the usual but smaller and different than Toy Freddy's, with his light blue skin color. And then we got his little tag that says Toy Bonnie, same price and everything. And one thing that I love very much that they added onto the plush is his little bunny tail. It looks very adorable, and I thought it was like on the wrong place since like it's a lot more higher up, since I would expect it to be like here or something, but no, apparently that's been happening with everyone, so I guess it's supposed to be there. Very adorable for this plush, and I'm very happy that I was able to get this while I had the chance, as well as some beads at the bottom. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Toy Bonnie. Very adorable, and I love him very much. Now let's take a look at Toy Chica. Here we have Toy Chica, and dude, they just keep on putting out bangers to bangers to bang. Like, dude, same design for the cupcake, but with blue eyes and a different type of candle on the cupcake 2.0. Or I actually know. It's the original version, while the Fnaf 1 version is 2.0 since lore accuracy. The toys were actually the original restaurant version for the Fazbear Entertainment franchise, and then it was Fnaf 1. Interesting. We have Toy Chica's printed on bib of Let's Party instead of Let's Eat, and this time they did not added the bib on the back, which kind of surprised me since they did it with Wave 1 Chica. And then we got the tag itself of Toy Chica, and same price as the other ones, and her puffed out cheeks, and her beak is very small, which I love about it. It looks adorable, as well as her light blue eyes and her eyelashes and her eyebrows, her little tuft of hair. She looks amazing, as well as her pink underwear, I believe. I'm not sure if is it shorts or underwear? I don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. But yeah, very adorable for this plush, and yet again, definitely worth the price as the Chica plush, because you're basically getting 2 plushies for the same price as the other ones, which is surprising. And something I did notice is that her arms are a little bit more longer than the other ones, because if we take a look at like Toy Bonnie's, his arms are normal, while Toy Chica's is like extra long, and probably because of the cupcake, but it just kind of looks weird in my opinion. But if we're also taking a look at Toy Freddy's, same thing going on. But yeah, very weird for Toy Chica. That's the only thing I will say that's like kind of like throwing me off a little bit. It's just the arms being long. But that's all I gotta say about this plush. So now let's move on to the Mangle. Alright, I will say this plush looks a bit weird, but that's because I haven't seen like an actual Mangle plush in person, since the only ones that we've really gotten was U2's and Hex. But honestly, I actually love this plush. Like, I did say that it is weird, but at the same time, I actually love it. This is the first ever like actual affordable Mangle plush that anyone can get that is not sold out. Well, technically it is sold out, but I'm talking about like not limited time or like how expensive it is. Like an actual affordable plush. Mangle's leg is a little bit smaller right here so that you can like dangle it around, but pretty interesting. And the base of the plush, or like right here, it's like a different material. Like, honestly, I don't mind it. Like, it feels pretty nice and high quality. And then we got Mangle's bow tie right here with their endoskeleton, which jaw looks or the mouth looks a bit interesting, but anywho, it looks really good in my opinion. And this is kind of giving me vibes when Funko added Patchy the Pirate, or no, not Patchy, that's SpongeBob. Pickles the Parrot, as Dawko calls it, from Rockstar Foxy in Fnaf 6.
Pickles the Parrot.
And that's what kind of gave me vibes to, and it looks pretty good on there. And then the end of the arms and legs are just normal plush material. On the head, we have Mangle's lipstick, their fluffy nose, their red rosy cheeks popping out, as well as the wire. Okay, the wires look actually pretty good than just like a simple shoelace like coming out. Even though that's how I kind of liked it from the Funko versions, the Jazwares ones did it a lot more better, and it has like little details. And then Mangle's ears are just floppy, and then we got Mangle's eye, which I believe it's accurate for having a gap on I can't talk today. A little gap on the top with their eyelashes and their missing eye. And I'm not sure if the lipstick is supposed to be like going like into the plush or like supposed to be coming out like that. I'm not 100% sure. And then one detail that I love about this is that they added Mangle's little tail, which is actually adorable. And now taking a look at the back, it looks good. Again, plain, but pretty good. And then taking a closer look at Mangle's tail, and then some beads at the bottom. And then not sure if I showed this off yet, the plush tag that has Mangle on it. Yo, I thought that had a 9 in the name right there for Mangle. No, man 9LE. I don't know. And then same price as the other ones, but yeah, definitely a plush that I'm getting a lot more used to now that I'm like actually reviewing this, and it's an actual good plush. But now let's take a look at the final plush in the wave, Balloon Boy. And now for the final plush of this review video is the Balloon Boy plush. I will say, it looks good and weird at the same time. Reason is because of the shirt. Like, it's just like the normal plush material and it just kind of looks off. Like, on camera it looks good, but like in person it just looks a bit off, I will say, but it still looks good. Balloon Boy is definitely one of my favorite characters, and I'm very glad that I was able to get him. Yeah, this plush is really, really good, but it just has some of its cons. But anyways, what I love about this Balloon Boy plush is that it actually comes with his balloon and his sign that says Balloon Boy. Unfortunately, to some Balloon Boys, which I did see one in person, is that like either one part of the sign is like not like attached and it's just like flying off or something, or that this part is like actually going down. But thankfully I found one that wasn't like that. And then something that I'm very happy that they still added instead of printing it or making it flat is his little propeller on like the top of his head, and the middle piece is like supporting it, and unfortunately you cannot spin it. But honestly, I'm very happy that they still included it. But balloons made of a soft material and orange rosy cheeks, his little triangle nose and his blue eyes and his little smile, which I freaking love. And then we got his pants and his shoe, and that's pretty much it. He just kind of looks fat from behind.
I'm not fat, I'm festively plump.
As well as his plush tag that says Balloon Boy, and on the back it just shows the price. Honestly, I don't know, like out of the whole wave, if either Balloon Boy or Mangle are the ones I don't like much, but I still love them. But I love them equally, so I'm just gonna put them in the same place. But definitely an amazing plush, and I'm gonna try to get used to it since I'm used to the Funko one so much. Oh, is that a little... Oh, would you look at that? Wow. But again, amazing plush, and honestly, I'm very happy on what Jazwares is doing with this line. It's really amazing. And here is all of Wave 2 all together, and they all look amazing together, and I love them very much. Definitely recommend these if you are able to get them. And as far as I know, they should fully release by next month in January of 2026. And you can also order these on GameStop's website, but they are randomized, so good luck on getting the ones that you want. Honestly, I'm very happy on what Jazwares is doing with this series, and apparently they're going to be going out for like 5 years with the license, unless if they extend it. But honestly, so far with the wave, it's amazing, and I'm hopeful I get to show off my reviews on some of the Endo series, since I already did some for the World of series for Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and Mangle. But I'm still waiting to edit on the Freddy and Withered Freddy, Bonnie, Withered Bonnie, and Chica and Withered Chica figures. But yeah, that's all I got to say about these. So let's just do the credits or something to the, I don't know. Let's just skip to the end. Hey guys, so here is all of them glowing in the dark. I'm just shining them real quick so that they can be like lit up from their eyes. And you can already tell with some of them that it's already starting to show, but let's take a look at them with the eyes glowing. Wow. It looks amazing both in person and on camera. This is amazing, dude. It's so creepy, but yeah, I love it. And this is pretty much what you see from the shelf at night, and that's what I have to deal with. Also the Hello Neighbor pumpkin right there. just shine that little bit, the little bit. And there we go. Alright everybody, so here is all of Wave 1, Wave 2, and the mini plushies. Honestly, I'm hoping that Jazwares makes more amazing merch, but as of now, we just got more leaks on, or like defects on like new figures that we have not gotten announcements about yet. I'm not gonna say what they are yet if you want to be surprised and stuff, but it's a little bit disappointing, but it still looks cool. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting them or not, but maybe some of the exclusive merch, maybe. But other than that, this is all of the plushes that I have so far. They look amazing and I love them very much, and like I said, I hope Jazwares keeps on putting some good efforts into their plushes, because that's pretty much at least like 70% of my collection, or 65%. It's just plushies, and that's what I want to keep on collecting at least, because they look so adorable. And honestly, and let me know down below in the comments on which wave do you guys think is better, Wave 1 or Wave 2. Unfortunately, you cannot get Wave 1 as of now, unless if you're finding it in the aftermarket. But Wave 2, if you have a good chance over at your local GameStop, you should be able to get them, or you can get them in the aftermarket, but I suggest you to wait in January to get them, since that's when they're gonna be like fully released in like other stores like Boxlunch, Hot Topic, and maybe Walmart and Books A Million. But yeah, that's all I have to say about all of this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've been meaning to review some of these plushies for the past couple of months, but I just wanted to wait at least I get the entire of Wave 2 and the mini plushes. Yeah, that's all I have to say about these plush. They're fantastic and can't wait to collect more. If you guys enjoyed these videos or these review videos, make sure to hit the notification bell if you guys want to watch more of these videos or any type of content that I be making. Let me know what your guys' favorite plush out of this whole collection so far, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye! Oh, by the way, if Hydro2 is watching this video, I will be sending you 20 of these Balloon Boy plushes and 20 World of Figures of Balloon Boy. Anyways, bye.